Shalom. Kol halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakah HaKodash. Double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. The would-be judges, the 144,000, and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners, among the heathen that look like those heathen. This is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. We're just looking at some of the horrific images of what happened and how this is seems to be a do-over of what happened in Maui some time ago, not that far ago. And I just want to look at some scriptures real quick. Let's go to the book of Obadiah first. Obadiah 1:6, and it reads, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" All right, so now, the eye and the focus is on Esau, Edom. All right, I received an image. Let's see if I can pull this image from a client, a longtime friend of mine, of this. And I don't know where she got it from, but people are aware. And it says something in the title. It says something like, "My job is done." That's what it said. And that's a back shot of Biden looking at the at the fires in LA. And then he didn't help at all, because he showed up and they had to shut down the airspace while he was landing. Air Force One shows up, they have to shut down all the airspace, and that was critical time when the planes that scoop up the water from the ocean and then fly back over and drop the water over the fires, well, they couldn't fly. So more property, more damage, more deaths, whatever. And this thing is just like many other. It's starting to look like it was done on purpose. And I got these images right here from our beloved apostle, Ramlab, this morning. And you notice too that all the writing is that looks like Greek. I mean, like not Greek, but Latin. All right. And in Tex Mars, this is the book from Tex Mars. And Tex Mars went hard on the occult of in Judaism and all the all the darkness of the Talmud. And look at that. And what number is that? 248 at the bottom. One chair is left empty in case their Lord Satan decides to appear. So you can see in that meeting, there's a seat sitting there open. And so this is what they do in the White House. When we tell you that your country is ran by witches and warlocks, we're telling you the truth. And people are starting to see that with all the sacrifices and all the wickedness that goes on. Let me see if I can pull up a couple videos. Because you had some chick, I hadn't heard of this chick, but there's quite a few videos of this chick out there warning you about these fires before they came. She said that they were coming a couple weeks ago. I saw a couple different videos. The one I really wanted, I can't find, but this one here.
There are multiple homes here between PCH and Tabasco. My line is the sunset. I have
Allie Carter.
Well involved, along with a number of homes between this camp. I'm not sure why that's a priority or not.
into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking, and then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire, it wasn't an accident.
So she was an actual victim of wickedness, and like I said, there's quite a few videos out there. Let's get a couple more scriptures. And this thing is starting to look like it was planned with what's surfacing. That's just it. Esau's part of his magic was his secrecy. And now he's just getting exposed on what he's doing on such a scale that you can expect is, don't be shocked if the internet gets shut down soon, right? But this is the book of Sirach 10 and 8. And because it looks like this was done purposely. I don't know what they wanted this land, what's sitting under it, or whatever. But either way it goes, the Lord is behind it. Matter of fact, before I read Ecclesiastes or Sirach, I want to read Isaiah. Because before Allie Carter talked about this, because she talked about being in tunnels and, giving a blowjob to Joe Biden against her will and got taken down into underground tunnels that are under these places that burned. And maybe it's to hide these tunnels. I don't know. But that was just a video. And that's just something that I saw. I'm not saying that it's fact, but I'm not denying it either. All right. But she did call some of this stuff before it happened. And I'm going to provide some receipts. It's not looking good. He is getting caught. His witchcraft, his magic isn't working the same anymore. But this is Isaiah 29 and 6. And it reads, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and earthquake and great noise and a storm and a tempest." Tempest is fire. All right. "And the flame of devouring fire." All right. Now this fire is in LA. Okay. A part of LA where most of the rich people live, not where the brothers are. But it's about, I used to be stationed in that area. I was stationed at Camp Pendleton many moons ago. And we would go up to LA, we would go down to San Diego sometime. And it's about an hour from the base in either direction, give or take. It could be less than that, depending on traffic, right? But between San Diego and LA is about 2 hours. This fire started in LA, in Palisades, and all of a sudden, it's spread all along the coast down to San Diego, right? And I saw a video. Well, I can't even remember the source, but I saw it this morning. But it showed what's his name, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, and Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. It looks like their mansions may have been burned down, because this looks like a mansion right here. All right, that huge staircase there, that wasn't a regular home there. All right, but let's go to Isaiah 28 and 2. "Behold, Yahweh have a mighty and strong one, which is a tempest of hail and destroying storm, as flood of mighty waters overflowing cast down the earth with the hand." So there's been floods and earthquakes and all kind of madness that's all been going on nonstop these last like 10 years or so. And even more so these last like 3 or 4. Just death after death, and you keep having these firestorms. And then you had winds of 100 miles per hour. California doesn't get 100 mile per hour winds. They don't get hurricane winds out there. But all of a sudden they did. So I said that it was kind of looking like that they may be behind this and that their witchcraft is failing. Let me go to this next video now. Okay, and That would be this one, the DEW patent. And I won't say it, I'm just gonna play it.
Well, it seems it's about that time again. Time I go patent hunting, because every time there's something big in the news, I seem to find a patent. And I don't know if you've seen this picture or this video. Or this video where things from the other fire west of LA, the blue things
way west
seem to want to burn.
in the islands.
None of them. Which brings us to this video, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen, where a certain color doesn't seem to be impacted by that directed light. Which brings us to U.S. patent number 103378. You can see the rest, but click on it, and what do we have? I'm not even going to say it up there, but you can read, and you can click, and you can read, and you can scroll. Go look for yourself. I'll tell you one thing I probably know for sure, though, is I bet a lot of the elites in that area, I bet none of them lost their lives. I bet they had some advanced warning of what was coming. But of course, all this is just speculation and satire, and I don't even know if that is CGI, AI, or what, but if I were you, I'd use my noggin and research more myself. Entertainment only, of course.
So I wasn't going to say it either, but you saw for yourself. All right. And we always say that Esau is a dirty son of a gun, because he will screw up, harm, and hurt his own people for gain. All right. He does not care. All right. And a lot of Edomites, so-called white people, are starting to see that about their government and about the wealthy white people. They're seeing that. All right. Some of them have been seeing it all along, but now the masses are starting to see that. But this is Sirach 10:8, and it reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So Esau even takes from his own. All right. Which brings us to Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. So, you know, Esau is evil unto his own self, to his own people. He doesn't care. If you're not a small hat, or you're not in their little elite club, you're beyond expendable. The everyday so-called white person is just expendable as a nigger or spick, as they would call us. You know, a tonto or a forest nigger. That's one of the terms they used to call the natives. You know, the Gadites and the Reubenites of the tribes of Israel. You call them forest niggers, tree niggers. All right. So things aren't looking real good for Esau Edom. Let's grab one more scripture. This is Isaiah 47 and 12. And it reads, stand now in thine enchantments, and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If it so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If it so be, thou mayest prevail. But it's not. They're going to fail, man. All right? And what they don't know is that empty seat that they leave open for Satan. Satan works for the Lord. He reports back to him. Jokes on them. Call halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rukaha Kodash Kwam Yasharala Abad Babal.